Hello everyone, welcome back. It's a fantastic day. I'm up here at RSPB Bempton Cliffs, which I haven't been here for quite some time. I'll tell you why. For the last couple of years I've been ill, so I won't get into that too much, but I've been basically just around the house and close to home. I haven't been able to get out too much. But anyway, enough about being ill. I've had a couple of disasters as well. I had a hard drive fail on me, and I lost about 99% of all my photography that I've done in the past 7-8 years. So all my previous YouTube work has been lost. Some of my best pictures have been lost, and I tried to retrieve the files. I tried sending it off, but unfortunately they couldn't be retrieved, so I'm pretty much having to start all the way from scratch again. It can be a good thing, but also it can be a bad thing, because I didn't really delete any pictures, and the reason for that is to learn as to where I've gone wrong in the past. So unfortunately it's like starting from scratch again, but things happen. Anyway, along with that, I misplaced a lot of my equipment around the house, like my spare batteries and memory cards. I searched for them high and low and I could not find them, and I was thinking I was going to have to buy them all again. But luckily, a couple of days ago, I managed to find them, and they were in some really unusual places. Now, I don't know how they got there, but they did. Anyway, I managed to find my chargers, my spare batteries, my memory cards, and which was great in itself. But unfortunately, one of my batteries for this camera that I'm using to record this vlog on now wouldn't charge up, so I've just had to replace it. Luckily it wasn't too expensive. Anyway, so what am I gonna do? Well, I've been thinking, I've got all my previous videos from YouTube still uploaded to YouTube, so I don't have to redo all those. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna document pretty much the life at Bempton Cliffs every single week. Now, I came up here yesterday, hence why I haven't got my backpack on, to do the photography, and today I'm just talking to the camera. I did talk to the camera yesterday, but I had my camera set up wrong, and it didn't record the voice, and it was in slow motion, which is kind of weird. Anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna document the seabird life along the cliffs and around this nature reserve, and bring you all along with me. I am probably going to do some other little bits and pieces along the way. If I can afford it, I may go do the red deer, stag, for the stag rut in October, hopefully, and maybe go do the grey seals in like November, December time. But that all depends on what money I have, because I don't have a lot of money coming in, hence my next thing that I'm gonna talk about. And I'm thinking about doing buy me a coffee. Now that's where you can, if you value my work and that, maybe buy me a coffee or something. There's probably a link down in the description. I haven't 100% decided on that yet, so I'm just gonna, if the link's in the description, then I've decided not to do it just yet. But that'll help me do these videos for you, because it's getting more and more expensive every year, and I need a little bit of equipment yet. I need some new footwear, some more memory cards, another hard disk drive, and it all adds up. So, what's here at Bempton at the moment? Well, I went down to Staple Nuke yesterday, and there were quite a few gannets on the cliffs. In fact, looking from here now, I don't know if you'll be able to see any, but there's quite a few from this angle as well. If I zoom in for a bit, you can just see the tops of some, and some flying around. It's great to see them again. Can't tell you how much I've missed them. So yeah, oh, let's get sorted out of here again. So yeah, it's been great. Yesterday I saw a stone chat. I saw a couple of hares in the field just in front of me. A couple of pheasants, 2 cock pheasants actually. Well, they were gonna have a little fight, but it never materialised to too much. Sorry, I keep looking down because it's a little bit boggy and squelchy underfoot. And then I saw short-eared owl as well, which were fantastic to see. Apparently there were 2 of them flying about, but I only managed to see the one. So yeah, it was a fantastic day yesterday. I only spent about 3 hours up here. All in all, having a wander around and everything. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. And yeah, I think it should be good times again. So if I seem a bit out of breath, it's because I am. I've put on quite a bit of weight since I last did YouTube, so I'm trying to get fit again. Now, I'm not one for going to a gym or anywhere like that. I prefer getting my exercise from walking out in nature. But if I'm coming up here every week and doing other little bits and pieces, I should soon get fit again. But it's a bit, I hope you can all hear me okay, because it's quite windy. So yeah. Sorry, I keep having to stop and catch my breath. But I'll soon get back to normal. So, what we're going to do, I'm walking down to Staple Newt now, and I'll try and get some video. I got one fairly decent picture of a gannet yesterday and Fulmer, so I'll get down to Staple Newt, try and get a little bit of video for you, and I'll talk to you again soon. As you can see, there's quite a few gannets and those little guillemots down there. Apparently, oh, there's a couple of fulmars flying around as well. Apparently, there's been a report of a puffin on the cliff. Now, the person who reported it didn't get a picture, but the description apparently matched a puffin perfectly, which I'm not saying the puffins are back to Bempton because it's far too early really, but there's been a report of one. So the volunteer who told me said tell everyone that they're not back as yet, but one has been sighted. So that's what I did. But yeah, it's fantastic to see him again. I mean, I just love Bempton Cliffs. It's the best place in England, I believe, for seabirds. And like I said, I'm going to be coming up here, not just doing the seabirds, but doing pretty much anything that I see around. Like I said, I'll put up a few pictures that I got yesterday, and I hope you enjoy them. But I've seen quite a few fulmars today, at least 3 flying around, and there's quite a few gannets. They're all pretty well below the cliff because the wind's not in the right direction. There's some a few that's flying higher up. I see a few herring gulls and that are further up, but I'll go up and take a little bit of video up at Bartlett Nab next, and then I'll probably end up calling it a day. Like I said, I had quite a bit recorded yesterday, but I just messed up on my settings basically after not doing it for so long. But these things happen. The centre testers out there. So next time I speak to you, I'll be at Bartlett Nab. Yeah, this area that I'm at the moment used to be Grandstand, one of the main viewing points, but unfortunately it's become unsafe to keep the viewing platform open, so they've had to close it off and get it all dismantled and everything, because with the cliff erosion and everything. So I keep interrupting this walk up to Bartlett Nab, don't I? But yeah, I just thought I'd document that little bit for you. Yeah, so that were Bartlett Nab. I'm not going to go all the way up to Jubilee Corner today because I haven't got the relevant footwear, so to speak, because with all the rain lately it's a bit too soggy for trainers. Anyway, I'm going to close out the video here. I'm going to put up any images that I caught yesterday on after. If you can like, share, subscribe, as always, it'd be appreciated, and I'll see you next week. Until then, take care, bye for now.